That's it. That's the money.
That's it. What's up, guys?
Hello. Let me make sure. Hold on. I'm not very computer savvy here.
He's on his phone. What do you mean
There
you're not?
There we go. All right. Hey, guys. Welcome back to another edition of Write This Down. Lindsay has been napping this whole time, so that's why we haven't been able to do episodes, which is fine. She's hibernation mode, which is fine. Did you know that, like growing up, we were all taught that bears literally sleep throughout all of winter?
Don't they?
No. Hibernation just means that they use less energy, but they're still out roaming and eating.
No, they're
Yeah,
not.
I swear. Look it up.
Honestly, though, have you ever thought about the fact that like we just
We've
like
been lied
have
to
these
our whole
we just have these random people that are just like lying to us, like we don't even know.
They're
Also,
just like, what a weird thing to lie about too.
I'd like more information on that. I'm
Yeah,
gonna have
please.
to Google that.
Please fact
Also,
check it.
I'd like everyone to know that I've had like a rough couple weeks, to the point where my boyfriend pointed out, wow, you really need a fill.
Oh, he pointed out to you.
Yeah. I was like,
You're like, hey babe, how we
I was
doing
like,
now?
yeah, I know. I missed my nail appointment last week. Thank you.
They look fabulous though.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You went white. You went white. All white. Is that what that is?
So yeah, because I got these done before I went to Miami.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do like a neon green, but my girlfriend was like, no, because then you're gonna look whack when you come home and you have like neon green nails, like, and it's wintertime in New England. And I was like, all right, fine, whatever. So I was like, so white was approved by her.
That's okay.
She
I don't know the rules of fashion anyway. So, but white looks, it looks like the snow that you guys are in right now.
That's why I was like, I feel like I can get away with white because let me tell you, we got a lot of snow. If you guys don't know, where in the world is Lupe right now? Lupe is in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah, it's definitely a vibe down here. So I drove from San Antonio. By the way, Western Texas is nothing. There is absolutely, I think there's maybe 12 people that live between San Antonio and Phoenix, because there is literally nothing out there.
Did you see any cows, any cattle?
No, but I did see some like deer, and we both freaked each other out. He's like, yo, nobody drives on this road. What are you doing here? And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? So we both like had that moment, and then I kept driving. But and it was a part of the day where I was driving at night. So this is the first time I've ever had to do this. We obviously live in a more metro area, so where we have 24-hour gas stations and stuff like that. I stopped by for the very first time, like a movie scene, in this scary Hills Have Eyes town.
Yeah.
Where I had to pump my gas with like one of the lights flickering on top of because you have to. Google didn't take me through the interstate. It took me through because it was trying to get me there faster. It took me through like back roads, like old Texas, like state highways. And if you don't get gas every time you see a gas station, you're going to run out of gas.
You're going to run out of gas. Yeah,
you're going to run out of gas. So middle of the night, I'm on high alert. And it's a thing that I never want to do again. It was like 1:30 a.m. And I didn't know that you could still use the pumps. It was a whole thing. Yeah. So
I pulled up to a wicked creepy gas station. Me and my friend coming back from New Hampshire, we went like zip lining or whatever, and I'll never forget, it was the sketchiest thing. Like there were like two guys out front that looked like they probably like hang out in front of the gas station like all day, like their bit, and like they looked at us like they like had like one of those things in their teeth, and we were like, yo, pump, let's go we're about to get
like a piece of hay.
Super sketchy.
And when people see my license plate, there's only two extremes. They're either really nice and understanding, or they're just trying to show off. And it's usually these guys in these lifted trucks, and it's like, come on, dude.
Well, it's because you drive a Subaru.
Yeah, well, they're very economical on gas, and they last forever.
Yeah, but
it's just a smart consumer decision.
Okay. All right.
At least that's what Consumer Reports.
That's
they're still around. Are they still around? Probably.
Consumer Reports? Yeah, of course they are.
Yeah, that's what Consumer Reports told me. So I like it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so there's when you're driving and it's like 8 hours of nothing, you finally hit like this Phoenix, which is basically almost like when you're driving to Las Vegas from LA, where it's nothing, and then you start seeing lights and you go, oh, thank you, civilization. And it's actually pretty big here, and it's beautiful here too. You and I spoke on the phone earlier, waking up every morning with like the painted desert scene with all the different hues
of beautiful.
Like blues and oranges and pinks in the sky. It's gorgeous out here.
You know what though? You think Phoenix is beautiful, and it really is. Like Arizona is gorgeous, but you have to go to Tucson because it's like one of the most southern points of the state. So it's like literally right before Mexico. The sunsets in Tucson, with the mountains, I've never seen anything like it. There's this place called Mount Lemon. That's literally what it is. Me and my friends went to, and we went up there for a sunset, and it was probably one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
It was,
so my plan was
on your bucket list.
So
you drive up too. We didn't hike. We didn't. No, we drove.
You drove up. Did you get a sticker?
No, it's not like Mount Washington. It wasn't one of those. No, it wasn't a scary drive. Like it was like normal. It wasn't like Mount Washington where you thought you're gonna die every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
We're like, I'm having a panic attack. I'm like,
I wanted to stop by Tucson, but it was like one of those things where it was like, go to Tucson and then like wait till everything opens up in a few hours, or just continue on to Phoenix. When you
should have asked me, because my godmother, my aunt and uncle live there.
Yeah, they hit me up.
So you can, as I say, she'll take you in.
Yeah, take me in. All right, I appreciate that. So Tucson and then Phoenix. I'm actually staying on a Indian reservation casino right now, which is kind of cool. It's out in the middle of nowhere.
Legitimate thing. Are you allowed to call them? Here's a legitimate thing. Are we allowed to call them Indian reservations still?
Well, if we're not, then I blame Google because that's what it says on the maps. So if there's any hate mail, it needs to be directed to Google, not to myself.
I was gonna say, do not email. Write this down.
Yeah, do not email. Don't even try to hit me up on Instagram. So I'm technically in Maricopa, which is outside of Phoenix, but it's just been beautiful. It's a beautiful. I'm one of those nerds that, because they have this at other Indian casinos where as you're walking, right, you're so excited to like go gamble or go eat and drink and stuff, but usually when you're walking down a corridor, they'll have like art, like traditional art, and give you a whole like history lesson on the tribe.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to kind of read up about them. So it's the oh my god,
I feel the same.
Auction tribe, Indian tribe. Auction.
Well, that's interesting. Obviously, I mean, I'm interested in that stuff. My boyfriend and his son are super interested in that stuff. And I think it, like anything Native American, and I think it also stems from, there's so much Native American history, like where we are, that it's so interesting to learn about. But I totally understand what you're saying. I mean, I feel blessed looking outside here in Cranston, Rhode Island, and just seeing the mounds of dirty snow.
Wait, why is it dirty? Oh,
it's about, I was gonna say, because it's been there for like 3 days. And you know, the Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 33 degrees Fahrenheit.
All right, Alexa off. Yeah, it's 33 degrees. So, I mean, it's really comparable to your experience right now.
Yeah. Can you please hold a second? Hey, Subaru, what's the temperature here in Phoenix? 68 degrees. Oh, so it's not bad. Yeah.
You know what though? It's only 68. So when I was in Miami and it hit 60 degrees, I was cold. Me and my girlfriend had like coats. We had a coat on. Our guy friend like had like a sweatshirt on, and then we went to go get ice cream our last night there. We were like, why is this? Because when we were there almost a week, and we had this huge rainstorm on Sunday. Yes. And after that, it was like cold. I was like, what is happening?
No, I was thriving.
But Sunday, my friends and I were saying like Sunday of our vacation, like it rained because it was like enough. Y'all need to stay inside and sleep.
Yeah, it's Mother Nature telling you to relax a little bit. Yeah. No, I was vibing. It was perfect temperature. People were asking me if I was cold, and I was like, no, this is, this big body Benz runs hot, so it needs to cool off. And I enjoyed every quote unquote Florida cold day. A lot of people don't know that you and I were in the same area, but somehow our schedules just didn't do one of these.
Yeah. Also, remember we were talking about South. So we were at South Beach. So, cause I was there for Martin Luther King weekend, they like closed down Ocean Drive, and they had like, this was something that was different. They've closed down Ocean Drive for the duration of COVID is like how it's been, but apparently they're trying to open it up again, like soon, like within the next few months. And did you know that Miami, the city of Miami, they're doing, they have like a new ordinance. They're going to be closing everything at 2 instead of 5 now, because they think that that's like they think that that's like part of like the problem, because they've had some like really like rough things happen, but it's during the day. So I'm like,
speaking of the problem, I'm sorry, I'm gonna jump in for a second.
The problem left. We left.
Yeah, no, we won't talk about that. But anybody deciding to travel to Miami, the tip is included in the bill.
Oh, mate. Okay, wait, hold on. Do you know how much these people clean up? Because people don't realize that.
Printing money.
It's literally, it's in that little tiny print all the time. And then on top of it, they pool. So because they do that, they pool tips. So like the waiters, the waitresses, the servers, whatever you want to call them, they don't care. They don't care what they say. We went to this restaurant. It was actually like a chain restaurant we went to. It's like Jimmy Buffett's restaurant there, Land Shark.
Yeah. Margaritaville. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's Land Shark. It's named after the beer. Yeah. But it was in like downtown Miami. So we went and it was 4 of us. And like, we're asking like the waiter about like things on the menu, whatever. And he's like, nah, I don't like that. Nah, I don't like that. Like, just like seriously. And one of the guys turns to him and goes, why do you work here?
I have rent. Yeah.
And on top of it, get this, we were there. He didn't tell us that we got there in time for happy hour, because we went there at 4 o'clock. We had a full hour of happy hour. And it's hilarious because my girlfriend's like, literally the server rolls up and she's like, we'll take 4 kamikaze shots. I was like, whoa, calm down. Yeah. So I was like, hold on, I'm not ready for this. Cause we spent all day in the Everglades, which is what I wanted to talk about.
Oh, that's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about that this episode, but anyways, regardless. Yeah. Watch out for Miami will get you, whether it's alcohol, whether it's the people, or, I don't know.
The people are dangerous.
Yourself. Miami.
I think mostly it's yourself, but so thank God Adam is one of my best friends, and he's one of those guys that can find a deal, and he's one of those guys that doesn't need to. He has more money than what he can do with, but I
often look at my bank account that's at about $3 right now and think, wow, what am I gonna do with this $3?
There's so many opportunities.
There's honestly endless.
So I think he just likes the game, right? He's one of those, like, we're booking hotel rooms. He goes online, he calls the other one. He goes, like, can you price match this guy? And he does all that stuff. So he saves a ton of money. So he's the one that told me that. So he's like, do not tip. And I was like, Adam, I have to tip. Like, I work with hospitality people. Like, he's like, no, it's included. And I had to look it up, and it's true. All the places didn't give us a problem except for this one Cuban place.
Where was it?
It was in Little Havana. And we leave, And because it's like a tiny place, so we're outside, and I can see him going like, no, this. She was trying to like put the pressure on the tourist, being like, no, that's so we pull that, tip is extra for like all this stuff. And I heard him explaining like, no, that's a tip. Like regardless if you pull it or if it's for you, that's the tip. So eventually she was like, okay, so how many times have people pressured tourists too? And they're like, oh, okay, I guess I'll put more money. And then that's it. So that's also kind of shady too.
For real. I had the best Cuban food though at, it's called Little Havana, like 1987, I think.
I did not, but I'm not going to shout them out.
What?
I did not have, and I'm not going to shout them out.
Oh, where you ate? So I ate at both restaurants. I ate the one they have on Ocean Drive, and I ate at the one that was like a few blocks away from my friend. It was west. I don't know exactly where it is, but the other one, people will know. The other one, smaller, I think it's way better. Better food, better service. I'll say it was
probably the first one. So I took, and this is my fault. I took the recommendation of someone who is lactose intolerant and also can't eat a lot of bread. I won't say her name, but yeah, thanks.
Wait, she's the one that told you to go to Rocco's Tacos?
No. She's the one that told me about the Cuban place. No, Rocco's Tacos was like a place that I just put like a poll up on Instagram, and literally everyone said go to Rocco's Tacos.
Because Rocco's Tacos is just easy. Like, first of all, people can pronounce it. Second of all, it's like simple. It's like it's a touristy spot. Like, it's mad funny because my girlfriend, when we left Miami, because she's unemployed right now, she's fun employed. Get it, boo? That's what she calls it. She calls it fun employed. I'm like, love that for you. So she
I'm gonna use that.
She went to Tampa afterwards. She's not there like 3 hours. She sends me a picture because when I was talking to you, obviously she was with me, and it was this big thing. It was like Rocco's Tacos. I was like, no.
You know what it is though?
It's just touristy. It's not authentic. That's the problem. It's not authentic.
It was a pretty place, and there was a lot of pretty people there. So I can see why someone would send somebody there.
Why would they send you there though?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, they took pity on me, and as these words are coming out of my mouth, I'm dying inside a little bit. So thank you for that. It'll take me about 20 hours to recoup that part of me, but thank you. Next topic.
Stop it. Lupe, you are beautiful inside and out. But no, seriously. So one of the topics that I wanted to hit for this was the Everglades, because I think so many people go to Florida and they just think of, apparently this is just us debriefing about Florida, which is fine. So I feel like a lot of people go to Florida. They're like, yeah, South Beach party. Let's get drunk. I mean, also down for that. But then like the beach is great, whatever. But like people forget that there's like adventures to do.
Yeah. And again, bad drivers.
Yeah. Again, I have to shout out my girlfriend, Jenny, because she's always the one that thinks of this stuff. Like, I don't. Like, I'm like, oh, lay on a beach, like whatever. She's like, she's like, we're going to rent a car. She's like looking up. She's like, we're going to rent a car. She's like, we're driving to the Everglades. It's an hour. I'm like, first of all, who's driving? Because then all of us are going to like die, because who's trying to drive in Florida? So actually we ended up meeting people down there. Like, we met friends down there who were there for work for a couple weeks, who happened to have a car. So they were down to go. So we actually ended up going with them. So I was like, oh, perfect. Whew.
Oh, that worked out. Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
So we go to the Everglades. It took us longer than we thought from where we were in South Beach. Cause I mean, my friend James lives like right on Collins, like he's in it, which also makes for the best Snapchats. Cause every time he Snapchats me, I would say literally to the like 80% of the amount of Snapchats is like him snapping me random people's arguments outside his window. It's so great. I live for it. It's honestly, it's so funny. And like half the time, like you can't understand them because like the girls are hysterical, and it doesn't matter what time of day, because like Miami does not sleep. Like Miami does not, they just go. It could be 9 a.m. in the morning and some girl could be throwing her shoe at her boyfriend. Like, you don't know.
I was knocked out by 9. I was done every night.
Well, and I know my friends, when they watch this, will call me out. I rallied the first night I was fine. The second night I couldn't rally. I was done by 11:30 and I went to bed, and it's great because my friends were just making fun of me and they're like, come on, Lindsay, like, you're in Miami. And they were like, fine, I'm going to tell everyone that when you were in Miami, you couldn't hang. And I was like, girl, I'm going to tell people that I couldn't hang. Like, I can't hang.
Yeah.
So I went to bed.
That would have worked like 2 or 3 years ago, but not like now. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm like, whew, I'm 30. Well, it's funny. She's 33. She's like, not no chill. She's like, well, she's like, fine, you be old. I'm going out. So I
just got my oil changed. Let's go.
Well, the best part is that's the night that they all met, like, those people. So she's like, see, if we all went to bed, we wouldn't have a ride to the Everglades. So I was like, all right, whatever. Yeah. Anyways, point being, back to the Everglades. You don't think of these adventures. So we went, it took like an hour and 20 minutes. We went to this place. It was called Captain Jack's. We got to go on an airboat, which was super cool because we were all pumped for the airboat. But let me tell you, my one complaint. We were on the airboat for an hour. We didn't see one freaking gator out in the water.
I don't think this is the season for gators.
What do you mean the season for gators? It's always Florida is Florida.
Yeah, but they're and the reason I say that is I went to Louisiana to like a gator farm, and there's like seasons where they like hibernate and they come out, and when they're not and stuff like that. And I don't think right now is, so they tricked you into like the bear hibernating thing.
Whatever. Well, bears don't hibernate. They were still out.
Oh, that's true.
So there you go. So anyway, so I learned the difference between an alligator and a crocodile. I learned that if you are being chased by an alligator or a crocodile, that you should not run straight, because it takes them so long to get going and they can't turn very well because they have like massive tails. So if you're running from them, you should really run on like 90-degree angles, because turning will really like slow them down. And then if an alligator is swimming after you, their tail makes them go so fast that you should just pray to Jesus and hope it's quick, because you cannot outswim an alligator. But I did. No,
it's the same thing with like my life problems. I can't outrun them anyway. So trust me, my problems hit those corners fast.
But it was fun to go on an airboat. Have you been on an airboat?
No.
You're loud. They give you those big.
We were supposed to go in Louisiana, but it was too cold. The season was too cold.
I want to go to New Orleans so bad, but no, it's really fun. They give you these big, huge. Now, we should have had 6 people. Honestly, we should have just paid extra and had our private boat, because this dad and his son hated us. You can only fit 6. You can fit 6 people on a boat. Yeah. So obviously they load that boat up.
Right.
So there was 4
Were you guys being obnoxious?
I mean, we weren't being obnoxious, but like,
way you said that, the way you said it, answered it.
So it's perfect. So there's 2 rows. There's 2 rows. I'm the back right, and my friend James is at the front left, because Jenny gets into the boat and they were like, oh, like, who's with this young girl or whatever. And like our friend that we met like goes in and like sits next to her or whatever. And then he looks at us and I go, ew. And James is like the little brother we never wanted. That's what we always say. So I go, ew, I'd like to make it clear that I am not with him. It's like, so he's like, damn, like, but I was like, well, I just want to make it clear. So I sat on the back right. So we were the ones that were split up, and I was like, fine by me. So when they like turn the boat, like it like kind of goes up, and I was like, if y'all want to tilt a little far to the left, I was like, drop off some weight in the front. But I forget you're on a speaker thing. Everyone can hear you. So
and the poor dad and son are like, we're just here for vacation.
I mean, let's not, I'm saying like, it's not a kid. He wasn't a kid. He was like probably 21 years old, but it was obviously like him and his dad. But I was like, all right, guys, like we shouldn't be obnoxious. And then I would say something that was like fucking stupid.
I would have just taken him off. Be like, I ain't listening to this lady all day. No, but that's something that I definitely want to do.
It was so cool, but don't worry. There was, afterwards, there was an animal sanctuary. Yes. So we did get to see like gators and crocs and whatever, like they have them like in like their things, like they have like habitats and stuff for them. And then we got to like hear a bunch of stuff, like one of the people that works there, like they gave like a presentation and stuff like that.
Did you feed them marshmallows?
No, but I got to hold a baby gator. If you look at my Instagram, you will see that I got to hold the baby gator. It was amazing. And let me tell you the amount of trolls that came for me for holding this freaking gator. Listen to me. I wanted to hold the gator. And so wait, my favorite was, how would you like it if somebody, must be nice. Wouldn't you like to tape somebody's mouth shut or something? Because they have a rubber band. The babies have a rubber band. And I just responded and I was like, yeah, yours.
I thought that was going to go way further left. I thought you were going to say, well, don't you wish someone can just tape you down and hold you? I would have been like, yeah, I wish someone would do that to me. Just hold me like a little baby.
No, it's because no,
I get it.
Yeah, they don't want to get banned, and I get it. People had a problem with it, but you know what? If you have a problem with it, then don't go. Don't do it. Like,
and a lot of those,
I had fun.
Yeah, there's a what do they call them? Hatcheries. So I went to a hatchery in Louisiana, and they're actually they're hatching them there to help out the population. They've
alligators.
Yeah, alligators. Yeah.
They hatch? Alligators lay eggs?
I think so.
Oh, I missed that part of the presentation. I didn't know that. I thought they just like birthed like other animals, like birth. Yeah, I don't know why this is the birthing sign,
they're not mammals. Only mammals birth. I think they're I forget what it's called, but reptile. So anyways, long story short, they in Louisiana, they were like, I wouldn't say they were becoming extinct, but they were getting towards there. So the state gave a lot of hatcheries permissions to like start raising them. And now I think that I might be wrong, but somehow it's in my head that there's more alligators in Louisiana than there are people.
Probably. I forget which one is which, but like alligators don't like salty water. Crocodiles like salty water. So that's why there's both of them. They're one of the only places in Florida. The Everglades is the only place there's crocodiles and alligators because it's the salt and the fresh water like meat. So both of them can survive. But actually salt water will kill, like if it gets too salty, it will kill alligators. Yeah. I didn't know that. That was interesting.
Can you imagine just chilling in your backyard and an alligator rolls up on you?
No. Like, I wouldn't like that.
There's a famous, I don't know if you saw this TikTok, when every time there's a snow, there's always like, at least we don't have any alligators, tornadoes, or earthquakes. We don't have any alligators, tornadoes, or earthquakes. And it's like, all right, in New England, the snow sucks sometimes, but at least we don't have alligators, tornadoes, or
it's true. Honestly, every part of the country has a plus and a minus. Like, let's be real. No, I would not be like, my aunt goes to Florida all the time, and she was talking about they're all over the golf course, like all the time. And one time her golf ball was like right next to the gator, and they were all like, "Oh, go ahead, get your golf ball." She's like, "Yeah, I'm good. No,
I'm gonna take a mulligan on this one."
Yeah. So that's great.
So I know that we're running low on time. So do you want to get into life questions, or did you want to talk about something else?
Nope. Let's do it.
We're good. Okay.
People love the life questions. So I think that we're gonna make that just so you guys know. Like, I think it's gonna be like a permanent. Like the last part of the show is we're gonna do life questions. So send stuff in that you want to ask us.
Yes. All right. First question. You are the CEO of McDonald's.
Of my own life. I know. Continue.
I would say you're probably middle management in your own life, like low middle management. Like, you're not on the top floor, you're not on the first floor, but you're like on the third floor.
Honestly, that hurts my heart because of the accuracy. But continue.
I'm the CEO. You're middle management. Relax. Okay, so you're the CEO of McDonald's. What outrageous item do you put on the menu?
What outrageous item do I put on the menu?
It doesn't have, maybe outrageous is probably
pizza. Big Mac pizza. Big Mac pizza.
That's good.
because you see it, people make like, people like try to make something like just like it. Yeah. I would put a Big Mac pizza on there immediately.
We're on the same page because in my head, I was thinking Big Mac burritos or Big Mac tacos. I think would be Slamaramming.
Big Mac,
right? Because like the ground
right.
beef, right? So that we're on the same page.
All right, I like that.
Also, I'm one of those weird people that does like the Shamrock shakes. So if they can make those year round, that'd be nice.
I don't like mint. So like even straight up when I was a kid, I had a problem with toothpaste. My mom had to buy like the cinnamon toothpaste for me because the mint, which is hilarious because now my niece will get really upset if she forgets her toothpaste because she's like, it burns. I'm like, it's cleaning. It's a good burn. Go, which is exactly what my mother said.
So you've been bougie since like a little kid?
Oh, I popped out bougie. I came right out and I said, hey.
You were like, we got an eyebrow, nail appointments? What are we doing? That's funny. Okay, next. What was your living alone pro tips? So
I wouldn't really know because
I'll go. So mine was always you got to do two things, right? Because especially like if you live with someone, you're like splitting things and you have to stay on top of your bills. And then you also have to clean a little bit each day. Because I remember like when I was living alone, you're like, no one's coming over. This is the sad part, but no one's coming over.
True.
So you're letting things pile up, getting dirty. And then, when someone does come over, you got to spend like half a day, like doing that deep clean, just in case they have to use the bathroom or they want something from the fridge. Yeah. So those are my two tips of living alone.
So my pro tip is to save about $100 a month and pay for a monthly cleaner. Because that's what I do. No, I think the biggest thing about living alone is learn the balance between being alone and forcing yourself to go out. I think sometimes when you're alone, people seclude themselves too much.
Or go out too much.
Yes. I was the latter. I never wanted to be home because I wasn't comfortable. And this goes into a mental health thing. Like I wasn't comfortable sitting in the house by myself, like without having someone to talk to, without doing something. Like I didn't want to sit with my own thoughts.
I'm on a different journey right now. I love my quiet alone time. Yeah.
Now at 30 years old, I mean, this was me at like, 22. Like it really hit me. Cause like in college, like obviously like I'm from like a good sized family, there's always been people around.
Yeah.
College, I had roommates. Then, we lived with there was 5 of us in a house. So when I moved out for my first job and I got there and there was nothing there, I was like, what do I do? Like, I just don't, you know what I mean? So that was a big adjustment for me. But learning to be like comfortable in my own thoughts, I think is something that everybody should try to work on, because it can be tough because things come up that you don't want to think about, but also like there's always a reason I think that they come up, like, because you're supposed to process them.
And I think also there's a difference between lonely and alone, right?
Oh yeah.
There are two.
Just because you're alone doesn't mean you're lonely.
Yeah. Like you're right. I think younger Lupe, because right now I'm staying at a hotel inside of a casino, right? Younger Lupe would have been like downstairs, gambling, drinking, trying to meet folks. But like older Lupe is like, I'm going to take 4 hot showers, grab a turkey club and lay in that bed and watch a stupid movie. And that's the creme de la creme of life right now for me. So yeah, it's funny how things change as you get older. So
yeah, I get that.
What is something most people don't consider dangerous, but actually is?
Taking selfies.
Women. Oh yeah. What was it? Taking selfies?
Taking selfies. Do you know how many people die a year from trying to get that picture?
Oh, I thought you were talking like spicy, a spicy selfie.
No, like seriously,
That
like
can be dangerous.
Like taking photos. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be like a photo, but like because of the world we live in with the gram and whatever, like people die from photos. I'm like, yo.
I went into when I was living with my ex, we went down this rabbit hole of realizing and researching and watching hundreds of hours on YouTube how dangerous it is to not clean out your dryer lint trap, and how places absolutely just engulf in flames.
You don't clean it out every time? I clean it every time I open my dryer and I take clothes out. I clean.
Well, yeah, the lint trap itself, but also like the actual tube that goes to the outside. You have to clean that too, because that's dangerous too. You just need one little spark. And
how do you clean that? I don't even know how you
insurance thing. They have this thing where like you hook it up to a drill, and it like it catches.
But how many? But like, who really does that?
It should be done. It's like maintenance on a car.
Okay, noted.
So, people, check your dryer.
I'll sign that. I feel like that's a Justin job.
Justin. What do you envy about the opposite sex?
Not much.
You want me to go first? I'll go first. I think that the variety of really cool and elegant clothing that you guys get to have, where guys, it's just like just dressing all black and that's sexy. It's like, what? I want some variety.
But it's hot when guys, but like guys can dress up in all black, like all black, like black on black, like suit tux, like that looks sharp.
Yeah. But you know what I mean when I say that. You guys have way more. That's why the clothing section in women's are like 3 times as men, 3 times as big as men.
We have a lot of different
my other thing is that I envy about women is that you guys are often the little spoon, and that's sad. That makes my little Pisces heart cry a little bit. Maybe not cry, but alligator tears.
It's not just you though. My boyfriend loves to be the little spoon.
Yeah, so I don't like that we've set this standard that you guys are often the little spoon. Men also, just want to be held. We just want to be held.
That's fine. But can we talk about the fact that spooning is not comfortable for the outside spoon?
We are aware. This thing falls asleep.
I was going to say, it does fall asleep.
You don't want to move it.
You're right.
So anyways.
You're right.
Well, what's yours?
I don't know. I don't think I have anything like as like funny as yours, because things that I envy about the opposite sex come from like a place of like anger or something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So like
your envy that we get to pee standing up. How about that? We'll just leave it there.
No, you know what I'm saying?
That's a quirky little one.
I am envious that men can, and actually I'm not going to say anything about it. Like I'm actually a very good compartmentalizer, but I am envious of men who can just like be like, oh, we'll take care of that later. Oh yeah, we'll do that later. Oh yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can't.
Oh, do men do that? Or is that just like you did the Lindsay head tilt?
Yes.
Yeah, that.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They do.
Last question. What is the worst movie you ever had to sit through?
Whatever that non-talking movie is by Leonardo DiCaprio, I continuously say I will never get that 3 hours back in my life. Where he hides in a bear. Babe.
Oh, that's a great movie.
What's the movie I'm thinking of? Leonardo DiCaprio when he hides in the bear. No help.
Okay. Oh, wait. No. He hides in a moose.
No, he hides in a dead bear. He cuts the bear open and he hides in the bear. And there's no talking.
Because he's in snow and he has to warm up, right?
He is in snow. No, he is in snow, but no, there's like no talking in the entire movie. There's no plot. There's no script. It's like The Revenant. Thank you. It's like
that's an amazing. That's the movie he won an Oscar for.
Leo, babe, you won an Oscar for it because you got put up for an Oscar for it. And then everyone was like, wouldn't it be nice if Leo actually won something?
No, don't take that. Don't take that away from Leo. He
I'm
actually
saying-
did that. That scene is real. That is a real carcass. He was freezing his little Leos off, and he actually cut it open and went into it. That was a real scene.
Okay, that's disgusting. Also, the
No,
movie
that's a survival. You're supposed to do that, by the way. That's like an old thing that if that happens, you have to do that.
I would just die. But anyways, my thing is I think it's a movie that is enjoyable for people that love to see like it's beautiful scenery and it's shot amazing. Like the person I watched it with was very into like how it was shot, like a lot of long shots, which if you're into movies like and things like that, that's like a big thing. But like I was like, what is the point of this movie? I'll never get that 3 hours back.
Lindsay, I feel like I won't get this 3 minutes back.
Where's
That is a fantastic
But why?
movie.
But give me a couple, like, why do you love that movie so much?
For all the reasons that you said it was great. It's an amazing movie. It's shot beautifully.
Yeah, it is, but it has no plot.
The plot, it was that he got absolutely dominated and betrayed, and then he got his revenge. It's a revenge movie.
Which you would think I would like.
This is why I'm shocked.
No.
All right. For me, there was a long time ago, I went to the movies with an ex and we saw this, it was an Irish movie, and it got pretty good reviews.
P.S. I love you.
No. I'm usually really good. I will sit through a bad movie just to finish it. Like I do that all the time.
Well, I like to see the end of it. Yeah.
Exactly. I need the closure, right?
Yeah.
So this was the very first time I ever got up and left, because every 5 minutes of this godforsaken movie, it was like a musical. And there would be like a scene that they would walk to a store, and the store happened to have a guitar on the wall and a drum set in the corner. And then they would break out into like a song, and it was like, oh my God. And I like musicals.
Disney movie? Was it a Disney
No, but
movie?
I like musicals and I like, the classics. But this was like, it was too much singing. Like more than half of the movie was singing. You don't even get that with a Disney flick.
Yeah, you didn't even have a plot.
It was
Too much.
I think we stayed for like a half hour, 45 minutes. That's how much singing it was, where we got up and left. Yeah, that's the only movie I've ever got up and left.
Yeah, I usually like a musical too.
Yeah, not that day. But that was the last question.
Tough. All right.
Yeah.
So let's wrap it up. Where to next?
I have a couple different options. I don't know how much time we have left.
I don't either.
But tomorrow I need to make a game time decision. There you go, Lupe. I'm either going to drive up to like middle America essentially, and start making my way back. I just don't want to get into the cold, but also
stay where you are.
Yeah, exactly. Or I might continue driving all the way to Santa Monica, California. And that's where the historic Route 66 starts. And I would drive that all the way to Chicago, and then Chicago to Rhode Island. So okay. There's some options. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Or I can just buy a piece of land. They're like giving away land here, like an acre for $10 in Arizona.
Why?
Because it's $1 an acre. Why? Because there's nothing. Unless you live in Phoenix and like the surrounding little cities, this is like Las Vegas, where like one city automatically links into another city and there's no space in between. I mean, we're kind of used to that in Rhode Island, but
there's
it's
like
weird to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you never know.
Word. All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for this episode. But as we said, we want to hear some life questions from you guys. Whatever you want to hear, send them on in. Next episode, we're definitely going to check in with Lupe, see where he is. His birthday is coming up. You Pisces people, Pisces season is upon us. Get your tissues.
Definitely, we'll post my Venmo, my Cash App, my PayPal. I don't have a Zelle, but I'll create one.
You have a Zelle if you have a bank account.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. All right. So I have a Zelle. I think that you can also send money through Facebook somehow. So I got that. If you need an address, his last
name IADLUCA.
If you're old school and you want to send money and gift cards, I can provide you an address in Cranston to send those to. Funny enough,
we'll get the mail first.
Funny enough, I'm holding that. Let me not put the address. I'm holding that return to sender thing here.
Oh.
So if you've been trying to send me something, sorry. But yeah,
I have a couple things on the fridge that came for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did have something come in from it's like a mat. Did a mat come in?
Yes. You have like 3 packages in your hole downstairs.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My little cave.
Yes.
All right, guys. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're back in the groove of things. We needed a little holiday break. But we are back in full swing of things.
Yeah, super excited. So didn't I just sound super excited? No. No, yeah, we love this. So guys, give us more feedback, what you want to see, what you want to hear about. We'll definitely have more stuff, but I do want to end on saying that February is National Heart Month. And the Heart Association, we are doing like a reclaim your rhythm thing. So we're like, get up, like dance to music, like whatever. Yes. So make sure you guys get it on and popping, even if it's in your kitchen.
Holla. I like it.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.